South Africa is gripped by high drama and tension tonight as reports emerge that two missing ANC officials wanted for massive fraud and corruption have attempted to flee the country through the Lesotho border. General Mkhwanazi has officially declared a national red alert, ordering every border post, airport and seaport to be locked down in what could be the largest political manhunt in South Africa's modern history. And the question now echoing across the nation is simple. How far are these officials willing to go to escape justice? And who helped them disappear in the first place? According to insider reports, intelligence units intercepted communication suggesting that the two fugitive ANC officials were being smuggled out of the country late last night under the cover of darkness. Their alleged destination, Lesotho, a small mountain kingdom known for its porous borders and easy access to routes leading into other African countries. At 2:45 a.m., border control officers at Mazarero Bridge received a red alert from Pretoria, prompting immediate vehicle inspections. Just hours later, two luxury SUVs were stopped at a remote crossing point between Wepener and Meeting. Inside one of them, police reportedly found fake passports, large sums of cash, and gold jewelry worth millions of rands. While the two suspects managed to evade capture, two bodyguards and a driver were arrested on the spot. The discovery has only deepened suspicions that the escape attempt was coordinated from inside ANC networks. By dawn, General Mkhwanazi had already called an emergency press briefing. Standing before a sea of flashing cameras and microphones, his tone was sharp and uncompromising. These individuals are running from justice, not persecution. The people's money has been stolen and we will recover both the funds and the fugitives dead or alive. He confirmed that Interpol and the South African Defence Force HENF have now been placed on alert. Troops have been deployed across the Lesotho and Mozambique borders while special units patrol highways leading out of Gauteng and Free State. Mkhwanazi described the manhunt as a matter of national integrity, vowing that no political influence would interfere with justice. This is not a witch hunt, he declared. It's an awakening. The old system that allowed criminals in suits to walk free is finished. Investigators close to the operation believe the fugitives received inside assistance from powerful political figures who warned them of the warrants ahead of time. Security footage from Otambo International Airport reportedly shows an ANC line business executive meeting with one of the suspects 2 days before the disappearance. A leaked memo from the Hawks suggests that one of the vehicles used in the escape attempt was registered under a company owned by a well-known ANC treasurer, raising more questions than answers. As one investigator put it, this was not random. They had access to money, transport, and fake documents, all organized quickly. Someone high up helped them vanish. The revelation has sparked outrage among ordinary South Africans who feel betrayed by a government that continues to protect the powerful at the expense of justice. At Luthuli House, the tension is unbearable. Multiple reports suggest that senior party officials are divided over how to respond to the crisis. While some demand that the ANC cooperate fully with Mkhwanazi's task force, others privately fear that doing so could expose even more skeletons in their closets. An anonymous ANC source told reporters, "This is no longer about just two officials. The investigation is pulling in people at provincial and national level. It's spreading faster than anyone expected." In the meantime, President Cyril Ramaphosa is said to be closely monitoring developments, though his silence has raised eyebrows. Opposition leaders have already seized the opportunity to criticize him, calling for an immediate cabinet reshuffle to remove anyone under investigation. As news of the failed escape broke, social media exploded with hashtags like #StopTheCorruption and #Mkhwanazi vs ANC trending nationwide. Protests fled in major cities with angry citizens blocking roads and burning ANC flags in frustration. Many South Africans say they've had enough of what they call political theatre without justice. One protester in Pretoria shouted, "They steal millions then disappear. If it were ordinary citizens, they'd be behind bars by now. We want equality before the law." The frustration is palpable. Decades of broken promises and corruption scandals have left citizens skeptical of whether anyone powerful will ever face consequences. The situation has now drawn global attention. Foreign media outlets in France, the UK, and the United States are covering the story as it unfolds, describing it as a defining moment for South African democracy. Several international anti-corruption watchdogs have reportedly reached out to Mkhwanazi's office, offering assistance and intelligence support in tracking offshore accounts tied to the fugitives. According to early reports, one of the missing officials had transferred a 40 million to a European bank account under a shell company just days before disappearing. If confirmed, it could mark one of the largest politically linked money laundering cases in South African history. Political analysts say Mkhwanazi's investigation is beginning to tear apart the fabric of ANC's internal hierarchy, with senior figures now turning on each other in fear of exposure. There's growing speculation that more warrants are coming, possibly targeting cabinet-level politicians. As one analyst put it, the ANC is eating itself from the inside. Every revelation pulls someone else into the fire. Mkhwanazi's crackdown might be the final blow that changes everything. If these missing officials are not found soon, experts warn, public trust in government institutions could collapse entirely. As South Africa watches the unfolding manhunt, the message from General Mkhwanazi is crystal clear. Justice will come no matter how far the corrupt tried to run. But behind the headlines lies a much bigger truth. A government haunted by its own history, a ruling party struggling to survive its scandals, and a nation demanding to be heard. Won't Mkhwanazi capture the fugitives before they disappear forever? Or will the system protect them as it always has? Only time will tell. Stay tuned as we follow every new lead, revelation, and confrontation in this rapidly developing story. And before you go, don't